deal, which involves Adrian Rabiot, and as we speak, there's still nothing official about that. But guys, I'll be asking the guys in the studio because I'm not alone. I'm never alone. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I just never walk alone. And what is that thing that somebody has ever tried to price in your life? Take away from you and ask you how much you want for this thing, and you just couldn't let that thing go. You just told the person, this thing is priceless. Like you can't buy it. Let me start from Okwe. Good evening, Okwe. Okay, Okwe. Good evening. Welcome.
I don't understand.
And Okwe is not ready. See,
I don't.
Okwe, how much is your phone? Is your phone priceless?
That's my source of income. That's my meal ticket.
If you sell, I go buy another one.
No, not now. If I sell it, I can use the money chop.
Sapa wanta. But tell me, what's that thing that anyone has tried to, that thing that is precious to you, that anyone has tried to, take away from you, trying to ask you how much for it, or asking what do you want? Just give me this, I'll give you whatever it is you want.
I don't know. I was actually brought up in a family, in a setup where whatever you can dispose of, you don't sell. I mean, I remember, growing up, sometimes when, Popsy gets stuff for us and you probably don't really like it, but it's, you feel like, this is expensive and you want to sell it to your siblings, and be like, no, it's either you give it out or you wear it anyhow. So I think I grew up with that mindset that money is not everything. It would come, it would go, you probably spend the money to go, but I can't remember that thing that someone had said, like I really hold it so dear, and someone says a little, like, how much do you want to sell this stuff for me? I don't think I don't think so. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
I will ask you another question. I know you are more like a joker. Come and use this mic. Yes, that mic is giving me feedback. But yes, well, the man I have here, once I say Uzonzi, Uzonzi.
I'm not even sure. Some people don't even know his name is Chinedu now. Just Uzonzi him and let's go.
Yes, his name is Chinedu, but I call him Uzonzi since the argument, the debate about Uzonzi is better than Paul Pogba. We've dashed him that title, Uzonzi. But Uzonzi, let me ask you: do you have a relationship right now? Okay, your mic is not on. Yeah.
You want to put me in trouble?
Which one is trouble? Is yes or no?
It's a straight question.
No.
You don't have a relationship.
I don't.
Your last relationship, if it was to be put up for sale, how much would you have sold it?
Why didn't you ask me this question?
You are not in a relationship. Are you? Are you?
No. Let's just answer. Face your problem. Carry your kaya.
No, wait. Okay. I know that you would have loved to answer that one, but that's why I'm asking you a different one.
Okay.
So I'm asking you, if your last relationship, if you had to sell it, how much you go sell it?
Just give me a Toyota Matrix. I'm good.
I really like motto.
I want to pay me one Bitcoin. Just give me one Bitcoin. I'm alright, man.
Well, guys, congratulations to Falcons. Even though before that
Falconet.
Falconet. I beg your pardon. We should not carry the glory of the
Those ones don't even have.
Falcons.
When I told you Christopher Danjuma is better.
How can you open your mouth and say that
at the last Nations Cup,
Falcons,
we are comparing the last tournament that both of them
Falcons no get glory.
No, we are comparing the last tournaments.
Yes, they came
fourth.
They got to the semi-final.
It's not semi-final. They came fourth.
They got to the semi-final.
They came fourth. They lost their third place match.
They got to the semi-final.
They semi-final. How many people remembers who got to the semi-final of World Cups?
This
one wins.
Okay, this one has not ended. You see, okay, you are like that. You are like that man that has something, and you always say, Oriya Okoyale. That's what you are.
Anything
that is sweet in your mouth is what you know.
I like good life.
Anything that
I love to celebrate wins. 3 straight wins. Do you know what that means? 5 goals scored, 1 conceded.
Let's not get carried away with that.
By what?
For me, it's just.
No, what do you guys mean that we shouldn't get carried away?
For me, it's an underage.
Hold on, you said what did you guys mean?
Okay, you're not part of that.
So before we dish the
before you collect,
you know the area the basketball is going to.
Straight.
Oh yeah, let's hear it out. You don't come again.
The truth is, for underage competitions, I don't like to judge them from the first 3 games. You understand?
From the first 3 games,
yeah,
are you aware that is that group? France were the third, or they are currently ranked third in according to UEFA rankings. Korea They are
Former champions.
Top three, even in Asia.
Former champions.
Canada,
those that
top three in their continent as well.
For me, right, when it comes to things like former champions, if it's a senior national side, I would agree.
So age grade doesn't matter.
I would like to go with the stats, but for now, former champions, the same set of people that won that championship, are they the same?
Do they? Wait. Now let me ask you. Sorry.
Okay.
Now are the rules different?
The rules are not different.
Do they play? Wait. Listen. The fact that they're under 20, do they play under the same size of pitch? No. Now answer me.
It's just the same size, but a lot of things go into this. You have a lot of players in school. Some teams have, and like I know the Argentine.
The fact that the fact that a 17-year-old can keep in the same post where a 32-year-old is keeping. The fact that a 17-year-old can play the same 90 minutes under the same rules, the same box 18, the same box 6, the same hack, the same rules. What do you mean by his age grade? What do you mean by his age grade?
Okay.
If Nigeria wins the World Cup, if we win the World Cup, we just say
never won before.
If we win the under 20 World Cup, would the world celebrate us or not? Would they say because it's under age, don't talk about it?
We've won this under 17 countless times. We can't really look at that.
So which of the 17s? Wait, why do we mention the likes of Wilson Oluma and all of that?
I'm giving an example now, but the truth is this, right? From anything below under 23 for me is developmental football.
We all know that.
You don't expect
perfection.
Yes, perfections. You don't expect results. It's a developmental.
What do you mean by that? It's a trophy. It's a World Cup.
This right? Let me give you an example, right? The ratio of players that transit from the under 17, under 20 to the national sides, most times is just 20 to 30.
That's not my fault.
No, hold on. Okay, hold on.
And that's why
now, this you just said. Let me also bring it to you that in the women's football, the transition has been smooth.
Absolutely smooth.
With all
I can tell you a Nigerian player that played under 17, under 20, under
most of them, the current Super Eagles team,
not all.
No, not just one.
What do you mean by just one?
Where did Ajibade came from?
Ajibade went through the whole ranks.
Most of them.
Desire Paranoze went through the whole ranks.
Most of them.
Asisa Toshola went.
It is the men that have difficulty in transitioning.
Okay, yeah.
But for the women, the transitioning has all. Even this current team.
Even in the men, it depends on what you're looking at. Look at the Three Lions team.
No. We are even talking about Nigeria now.
Okay.
We are talking about Nigeria now. If you look at the current team, that's the under 20 current team. Even 3 of those players
were from the future Eagles.
The 3 of those players are already being touted to be in the Super Falcons. You just wanted them to go to this competition first.
I'm even
including the captain. This current.
Let's even looking at.
Play for the under at the under 20.
All was still under 20 when she was already playing for the Super Falcons.
Same with Aziza.
The same with Ajibade.
Female football, right? You actually don't have much talent in it. You don't have.
Are you kidding me?
That's the truth.
Do you know grassroots female football?
Excuse me. See, at this point.
No, don't open the phone lines yet. Let us establish this conversation.
Hold on. Did you just hold on? See,
talent compared to
justify. Hold on. Justify that statement because you put yourself in trouble.
That's why how many grassroots female football teams do we have?
No, you should ask yourself that. How many do you know?
No.
Do you know?
I can tell you for free, right?
Even if you put money on
the Lagos State Sports Commission, I can boldly tell you, they won't have up to 100 teams.
No, are you sure? You think? No, tell me they don't. Don't tell me they won't.
For a fact, right? 100 female grassroots teams.
No, is that for a fact? Is that for a fact?
Hold
on. No, don't tell me they won't. Tell me they don't. If it's for a fact, that means they're certain that they don't have up to 100.
They don't have up to 100.
How do we check?
You've given me an assignment. You've given me an assignment. I'll come back. We'll come back tomorrow and talk about it.
Because one, I happen to be, by the grace of God, a sports director for an academy in Lagos, and I can tell you, for every year you have male teams registering close to 20, if not more, for Lagos.
So maybe you are wrong.
Let's hear him out.
For grassroots, right? Compared to a female team, you find people don't really invest in female football as much as the male team.
That's obvious, even in the world generally.
Now let's look at this now. Let's take a stroll throughout Lagos let's say tomorrow. Okay, today is Thursday. Like tomorrow morning, when players train, how many female teams would you see training in grassroots? Now that's where, for me, I think we need to create a balance. The truth is this, right? You have more girls out of sports than in sports. On a probably in the morning, you see more girls trying to hawk something, while boys will probably go and probably do the football and come back to
Chinedu.
You understand this?
I'm going to have a lot of problem. I'm going to have a lot of problem with you right now.
Right, look at our own female under 20 team. How many of them are in school compared to the male counterparts? I can tell you for free. I know some of the players that will be going for the under 20. They're coming from the UK. They're already in schools in different places, both in Nigeria and abroad. Compared to the female team, that's why I told you that for me at that level there are a lot of distractions that I don't like to consider performance yet until they get to probably the final. Then you cannot be talking about results.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I know you are really itching to
this
jump
is
on
so
this.
unfair.
Hold on now.
This is really unfair.
It's an unfair thing, but for me,
hold on.
This is really unfair.
now.
And I'm going to move away from football. I'm going to talk about sport generally. Now, in the last 5 years, mention one male sport team in this country that had given us joy the way the female had given us. Mention no. You allowed you to talk.
Let's not talk about
listen to me.
Now.
You made comparison between the male and the female.
Yes.
Allowed you to talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
Okay.
Now, if you say that there's no talent, that's where I will absolutely fault you. Now, we cannot deny the fact that the imbalance is very clear. Imagine this situation whereby the Super Falcons come in to play a qualifier and they are paid $100, and the Super Eagles come in to play a friendly match and they are paid $5,000. We see all of those discrepancies. We see the way the United States women national team have dominated world football and they barely get paid even after winning the World Cup over and over and over again. We see the way the Super Falcons have won almost maybe like just 2 or 1 out of the whole African Cup of female African Cup of Nations on the continent, and they've continued to dominate. They've consistently dominated. We can't deny that, but that is not the fault of the girl child. That is not the fault of the child that wants to go into sport. You could look at the other factors that are disturbing them. Some families will never.
What about the enabling environment?
That is what I'm going to. Some families will never allow their children. Some families will never allow their daughters go to play ball. Some families will never allow their daughters go train in the morning. Oh, their boys can go and play, their boys can go and train, but the girls must cook, the girls must clean the house, the girls must wash the plate. See, all of those chances are mitigating factor, but it doesn't mean that the talent is not there. What happens when these girls get the exposure, when they get the opportunity? Have they not delivered at the world stage? Have they not delivered at the big stage? Asisat Oshoala is the biggest female footballer to ever come out of Africa, not Nigeria, Africa. She's won African Ball of the Year 5 times. No male football player had won African Ball of the Year 5 straight times.
Now, okay.
She has played for.
You're on the road. Okay.
Nobody had won 5 on a bounce.
Okay.
Like AZ is doing.
She has not won 5 on a bounce.
AZ has won 5.
No, not on a bounce.
But she has won 5.
Yes.
But she has won how many consecutively now? 4 consecutively.
Yes.
Katlana won only 1.
Yes.
AZ had won 4 consecutively
before winning the last one.
So what are you guys saying?
Hold on, Okwe. See, I understand the fact that we don't have as much as we have teams when it comes to men's football in women's football. If you even look at the MPFL, how many of these MPFL teams have female teams?
Yeah, exactly.
You understand? How many of these MPFL teams? If you even have to count, I don't think you will count up to 10 that has female teams. Some of them might not be in the MPFL. Some of them might be in the NNL, and they have female teams as well. For instance, Bayelsa Queens and Bayelsa.
I know when City of David were still playing in the league, they had both female and male from the senior team down to the under 13.
Now,
because I remember I went for the unveiling of that team.
Now, see, so my point is still, you look at all of these teams. What's even the project in Nigeria about women's football? So to an extent, I think I might want to tilt rather towards your argument when it comes to the number of female teams we have. Okay, I'm coming. I might want to tilt towards that, because if you look at right in front of us, even beyond the grassroots, because if there's grassroots and it's not materializing to the professional level, at grassroots it's still amateur level, and if it is not materializing to the professional level, then what's the end result? Now, that being said, if you look at the country generally, women in sport have been winning. They've been delivering. you put the Super Falcons and the Super Eagles side by side. Of course, it's a general thing in the world of football that women's football isn't as lucrative as men's football. That's not the fault of the Nigerian administrators. If you have to put that blame on somebody, you put it on FIFA. Why the women's football is very far away when it comes to the money involved, the project and all of those things. Even though they've been working on a lot of projects, increasing the prize winning money for all of these competitions, left, right and center. But whether you like it or not, it's still not as lucrative as men's football. So all of these factors, yes, I might want to tilt towards Chinedu's argument. But for Okwe, I also might want to tilt. No,
I'm not disagreeing with what Chinedu is saying. With all of us highlighted the challenges now, but where I'm faulting it is that he said there are not much that you cannot tell me there are no talents. The fact that people don't have the platform to exhibit their talent does not mean there are no talent. It is disrespectful to you to say there are no talent. What do you mean?
Okay. No, hold on. I'm not on your mic right now because that's what I was going to correct. You saying there are not so much talent in women's football as there are in men's football. I totally don't agree with that. I don't think, because that, hold on, if you have to put that argument forward, you can't just come out and say it is your opinion. You have to come out and give us facts that will back that statement, because it is a blanket statement. It is a blanket statement. But yeah,
okay,
just 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute.
Let me give examples, right? Let me now explain to you certain things now. For male football, you will see players starting their football career at 25. How many females do that?
I still don't get your point.
Hold on. You mentioned something. Most of the females we have came from the under 17, under 20, right? There was a transition.
What about those that don't get into the national team? Those that are in local clubs.
How many male players start their career at 25? How many?
A lot.
Give me one name.
Officially.
No.
Please,
I'm not talking about
yes.
officially. We're talking about the big breaks. What makes you
Big breaks is different from starting career.
Hold on.
You are contradicting yourself.
Until you play for your national team.
Yeah.
Hold on, no.
Your career have not started.
Okay, yes.
And I will give you players that don't play for national team.
So what would you say about Mikel Arteta?
Hold on.
What would you say about Elba?
Hold on, because you are mentioning players from Brazil. Hold on.
No,
let's
Arteta is
look
from
at
Brazil now.
Look, Elba.
Atata is not from Brazil.
Giovanni Elba is from Brazil.
Arteta is Spanish.
Hold on. Until you play for your national team.
Your career have not started.
Hold on. Until you play for your national team, international football does not recognize you.
Ha!
What makes you think so?
Chibu, see, let me say something. Nobody should call me controversial again.
There is
What of Canizares?
Wait, hold on. Canizares kept for Spain. Hold on.
How many matches?
See, there is a World Cup coming up.
Speaking to the mic.
What of Togo?
There is,
No,
there is,
I'm trying to bring names.
There is
Let
a
him
World
talk.
Cup coming through, right? Why you see a club like Chelsea hustling to sign everybody? Imagine Chelsea having their first and second 11 all national team players. FIFA is going to pay them for those players.
So what do you now mean they are not recognized if you don't play for your national team?
Yes, they are not recognized. That's the truth.
That's your own truth.
No, that's your own truth.
That's your own truth.
Players that play for the national team are rated higher than.
No, don't say that.
You said
Don't say that.
ask any footballer.
The only thing is that
if you play for the national team, you have.
Okay. I'm not having this conversation anymore. I have to turn off your mic. Like I've had enough. Well, the voice you are hearing underground is Olaoluwa Oni.
Let me just shed a light to what you're trying to say. Probably what you're trying to say is that most players think that when they don't play for the national team, they are not really all known. Yes, it's service to them. That's what you want to think about.
Any player that hasn't played for the national team does not have
that's your opinion.
International transfer
That, see,
no, that's your opinion.
Guys, moving on. Okay, let's take a breather. We'll be back. Tunji Olajide Olaniyi, otherwise known as Triple O, and I've been hearing some things. I know you've been hearing some things as well. And my God, I'm just thinking twice. I'm like 0913-600-0410 is the number to call. Well, let's talk about the MPFL. I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about the MPFL. Well, there is a proposal on the table that is waiting for the approval of the LMC and also the MPFL club owners, which is to extend the number of teams in the MPFL to 24. And the proposal, which is at the instance of the new sponsors, is expected to be ratified at the annual general meeting of the league management body, that's the LMC, and the club owners coming up at Ikene in Ogun State. And if ratified, the 24 teams will be split into 2 groups of 12 clubs each. This will cause the MPFL to end on time to enable the country's football align with international calendar and CAF Confederations Cup, and CAF Confederations Championship. And it will be recalled that the Nigeria Football Federation, I beg your pardon, only last week submitted the name of the 4th place Kwara United to join the 3rd place Remo Stars as the country's representative in the CAF Confederations Cup because of the ITO Cup, whose winner is supposed to join the MPFL's 3rd place team as Nigeria's representative in the CAF Confederations Cup, had not been concluded. So, long and short, they are considering making the MPFL a 24 team league. It's going to be an abridged league of 12-12. And I don't know what you guys make of this. We've done a abridged league before. This is not the first time that we've done a abridged league. In cases where we couldn't complete the league and we're running short of time when it came to the sending of our representative to the continent. And just like what just happened this season, within Kwara United being submitted as the representative, the 2nd representative for the CAF Confederations Cup, because of the CAF deadline was closed and they could not afford to lose that slot. So, okay, let me start from Olaoluwa Oni. What do you make of this? Is this the way to go? Because the idea is because they want it to align. They want the league calendar to align with the European League, so we don't have issues like the leagues are over and our league is still running.
I don't know what's wrong with the MPFA. I don't know what's called maybe NFF or LMC.
Is the LMC and
I don't know.
MPFL club owners?
I don't know what's wrong with them because I don't know.
They said this is as a result of there's a new sponsor coming.
Competition and the finish.
Are we even ripe for a 20 team league? Not to talk of extending it to 24.
That's the first. That's the first thing to look at. Are we ripe for that? Like we are looking at it like, okay, we want to have a two. We're having 2 groups. Like I think maybe 12 in each group.
So there'll be 2 zones.
There will be 2 zones. Then later we'll come back to play something like maybe Super 4 or something like that. I don't think we need that. If we want to really we want to meet the European calendar, let us schedule our time. At least now. The MPFL
has ended like weeks
ago at least.
We've seen a proposed calendar.
And
we don't know if the calendar will be the legitimate calendar.
At least if we can start at the right time, we can meet the calendar. We can finish at the right time.
Now that we have time to align with the European League.
Yes, we have time now. If we can just what we need is we are not setting our house in order. We are not giving as in the structures. We are not ripe for some of the things we are doing right now. Probably if our advice, maybe we go back to about 18 teams or 16 teams. I think from there we will know
some teams in the MPFL hear what you are saying.
No, seriously, I think from there we will know where we are going to because
okay, so you don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that because it's absurd.
Okay, let me get the take of Okwe. I don't want us to have Okwe, maybe you might have to use Ola's mic. That sounded somehow, but moving on.
Triple. Your mind needs to be purified.
My mind is purified. Come on, I'm a baptized.
Yeah, mushy boy.
So, I don't want us to just have a condescending thought towards this. Ola has condemned it. So I want us to also look at it from two angles, because it shouldn't be all the time when they try to do something in the league, you are always coming to condemn this, condemn that. What are the good sides of having an abridged league?
If I want to condemn, I will condemn. You don't have to tell me how to respond. I will condemn.
No, tell me the good sides. Tell me the positives first before you get to the negatives.
Maybe the people that are proposing it should tell us the positives. Yes. Maybe they want to reduce the number of people that will get relegated, or maybe they want to increase the number of people that will get promoted. I don't know how they want to do it.
What about zoning it? We've had issues with traveling, late nights, and all of this.
What is the zoning for? What exactly is the point having a league? When you cannot fraternize, when you cannot move from Remo Stars to go play Katsina United, when you cannot move from Abia Warriors to go play at El Kanemi Warriors in Maiduguri, what's the point having a league? Why do we call it the Nigerian Professional Football League when we are zoning it? What argument are you giving? So we should not come to England and say all the teams in London should play in London, all the team in England should play in England, all the team in South Shire should play. What exactly are we? What do you guys mean by we should zone it? What do we mean by zoning?
Okay, now hold on. See, hold on.
No, see, let me see.
Let me tell you something. Okay,
see,
hold on. Okay,
Triple. At the end of the day, you would find out that somebody somewhere is trying to push an agenda, and the best way they can accommodate this agenda is to come up with the old regional thing. The idea of a league is to have a certain Adebayo Olaoluwa being the captain of Enyimba Football Club of Aba, is to have Abdurrahman Ejeliu or Mohammed being the captain of Shooting Stars or Sunshine Stars in Akure. That is the idea of the league. The league is not just what happens in 90 minutes. It is the ability to move from one region. Yes, we know all of these security challenges and all of that. I've been on the end.
That's where I'm going. Okay.
I've been on
security challenges. See, bad road networks, even the financial capacity of the MPFL club. How many of them fly tickets?
Leave financial. You see, it is planning. Let me tell you what I thought. One of the media officers of a
how much do they even make in the league?
See, all of that is none of my business. Nigeria is the second largest exporter of football players in the entire world. I'm not even sure if we've not taken over Brazil as world number 1 now. So we don't have any reason at all not to have a title sponsor. We don't have any reason at all not to have a prize money for the winner of the league.
We have to look at the best opportunities. How
long are we going to continue to shortchange ourselves by looking for the best in quote opportunities? What do you mean by best opportunities? Even when the league was not this exposed, there was a time in this country when we had the NPL, Nigerian Football League, NFL, not MPFL, where we had more than 4-5 league sponsors waiting. I don't want to mention names on radio. We have all of these things.
Okay.
The times of El Kanemi Warriors. I mean, the time where we had Iwanyawo National, we had title sponsors in all this of country. These things. Are we not supposed to progress?
All of these things are not available right now
because we decided not to make it available.
What do you mean we decided not to make it available?
You continue to make excuse for because it's not available this year. Next year is not going to be available. You know, I've already suggested that they should suspend the Nigerian league the way they did in Ghana for 2 years. There was no league in Ghana for 2 years, and
at some point the Egyptian league even suspended their league for like 2 years.
They restructured. They brought in a new template. Look at the Ghanaian league now.
This is part of restructuring.
They have sponsor for the next 5 years. Different people bidding to sponsor the Ghanaian league. So what exactly are we saying? We continue to manage. We continue to shortchange ourselves. We continue to substandard.
Can we afford not to run the league for let's say 2 seasons?
Yes, why not? Change comes with pain. Why not? Why not? Do you know how many clubs in this country are owing players' salaries? Why not? Why can't we suspend it?
Okay, Chinedu, you want to jump on this?
I
jump on it carefully so you don't fall. That's just my warning to you.
I see the pain in Okwe's voice.
He's pain.
Yeah, he's very emotional.
He's a frustrated man when it comes to Nigerian football.
I think for me it's a good thing, right? Let me put it this way: it's an abridged league. The timing will be short. Players will definitely be paid on time. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, what do you mean definitely be paid on time? Are you the one that will be paying them?
Like I said on the last show.
Or is there something you are not telling us?
I've had little things with 2 MPFL sides.
That doesn't change the fact that players are being.
Hold on. You know when it comes to match bonuses, there are concerns when the league has to be home and away and things like that. So I think expenses will be reduced.
That's one of the positives.
And now that flights, some clubs are flying.
Very few.
So now that tickets are above 100,000. Some teams won't be able to afford it. So
above 100,000, is it for the team? Or be just for one head?
For one head. Yeah.
So let's clarify.
Triple. Chinedu, I don't know where you are going to. Triple. Before the league starts, there's a fixture. You know when you are going to play Sokoto United.
Yes.
You know when you are going to play Plateau United.
Yeah.
You know when you are coming to play Gombe United. You know when you are coming to play Sunshine Stars. If you understand how these games work, if you are really ready to make football business, if you don't want to be sentimental about managing football in this country, there are a lot of flight companies. Call all of these people.
Yeah.
You know what? We want to make you one of our subtitle sponsors. We will have the logo of your company on our jersey. Listen to me. No.
Is it that easy?
What's the big deal? It is business.
Flights have been capped. Hold on, right?
Ha!
If it was a national team, you see this angle will come now. The country.
Well, is Ibome not flying Aqua United?
Wait,
is Ibome not flying Aqua United because it's state owned?
Ibome is owned by the state,
what,
and Aqua United is owned by the state.
Triple, why can't I approach, for instance, Airpeace and say, you know what? By the 16th of June, this is March. I'll be going to Gombe to go and play Gombe United. Please, I want to book 40 slots ahead.
Yes.
What I've even done for you as a company is that I've told you that for that weekend though, you have your flight booked already. So you're planning for something different. You can make alternative flight to still maintain the same route. Now, what are we saying?
Is just putting the names of the flights or the airline on your jersey, and is it enough? Is it enough?
More of an advert. What do you mean?
The MPFL is not even on. Hold on. The MPFL is not even on TV.
Now this is it. If the MPFL comes on TV,
if it comes on TV,
why can't it come on TV? Now when Plateau United won the league, when Plateau United won the league in 2016 under Kennedy Boboye, there was a certain guy on the Plateau. His name is Kefiano. He wanted to get into a 200 million naira deal with Plateau United. He wanted to give them 2 coaster buses, 1 other training buses. He had all of those things on the table in return to having Kefiano Autos on the jersey of Plateau United, because they were going to be playing at the continent the following season. But because of one reason or the other, the deal did not materialize. I was privy to drafting all of those documents.
And
so somebody just have all of those sentiments.
Preview to it, but you know that in office now, this is off the pitch. You know that a lot of things come into play when these are considered.
Things like
the team captains are involved in these things. Okay. I've been at the particular MPFL club where the team captain determines what match bonuses players get.
Call Canopilas with your full chest.
With your full chest.
Call Canopilas with your full chest.
I'm not calling Canopilas. Funny enough, it was not Canopilas.
Okay.
When the team was that day and the captain was the one sharing the match bonuses based on.
Wait, the team captain sharing match bonuses.
Match bonuses based on your performance at that preseason game.
Wow.
And a lot of MPFL clubs have team captains as civil servants in that state. So
if you are
that's what I'm saying. A lot of things come into play.
We are shaking, you will break it.
Yes, a lot of things come into play in the MPFL. So that's why most times I will not talk about the ills of it. Let's just look at the positive side. If you want to go about the ills, a lot of things inside. You have some governorship slots in it. You have a lot of administrative slots in those teams. So those things don't allow smooth running of football in itself. You have player salaries. Some on paper is different. What they get in their accounts is different.
No, that one no be today.
So those things come into play, and
even some players don't get to keep their own copy of their contract.
Of their contracts, yes. So some don't even know the details of their contract. I know some players playing for an MPFL club. They actually took them to the national team, all on slavery basis. So let's look at this.
What do you mean by slavery basis?
They don't know what is in their contract. They don't know what they're just
playing.
They are collecting 77,000 every month. 77,000, and in the office I can tell you on the office is 300,000 is on paper.
It is well.
So I don't want to go into those details now. So the truth is, it's a very short period. Players will get their money than when you have home and away or things like that, and then you have long matches, probably long distances to go. Teams like some teams when you are going to the north, the match bonus is higher because of travel, stress and the rest of it. So if you are playing in your region, for me, I think for now, because now even the economy in Nigeria, it's not favorable.
See,
Inflation is high.
We can make all of these excuses. I'm not saying the abridged version being proposed is bad, but if you want to propose it, be very, very be how do I put it? Be detailed. Thank you. Give us all of the pros and the cons. That's why they are presenting it at the Congress. Unfortunately, whoever is bringing this idea must have even spoken to one of the people.
Would have lobbied
they would have
around.
lobbied, and you find out that they've just ratified. Now, this is not the first time we're having abridged league. So let us even decide what we want to do. 2017, we had abridged league where Lobby Stars, when they didn't win, but they were crowned champion. No, they said they were not even crowned champion. They were only sent in as Nigeria's representative to cap.
But Lobby Stars will tell you that they were champions.
But they didn't give them trophy because the trophy remained with Plateau United until the following season. So let us know which one we are doing. I'm very passionate about Nigerian league because I followed it for a while. So if I talk like this, it's because I see certain things. I see where boardroom decisions are being made. I see where teams are being denied the opportunity to gain promotion from the NNL because somebody wants to set a slot. So I know what I'm talking about. Yes. If you are bringing in an abridged option for me, give me the pros and the cons. Let me know what is in for me. Not that we'll do a abridged version this season. The following season we'll go back to the normal one. What do we want? What do we want?
I won't follow the LMC here, right? I most of the time the MPFL club owners have a lot to on their heads, on their necks on this. Okay, because
guys, let's speak to the fans. We've had a lot to say. 0913 600 0410 is the number to call. You can also send in your text messages and your WhatsApp messages to 0913 600 0410. I have a message here on WhatsApp. This one says from Babalola Abdugafar. Good evening, guys. Congrats to this Falconet for a job well done. And now these ones deserve super, not those Egbons. Is that is that the same Okwe that does yes, politics? Yes, it is the same one. And okay. This one says, if yes, how come he remains calm and sane on that show, but when it comes to sports show, Baba go turn prime Jose Mourinho or HURTW. Okay, yes, he's moved on. Yeah, Amazing Kingsley has moved on from mainland 98.3 FM. Oh, we've got a call here. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening.
Welcome, Raymond. Let's have your take.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, I want to state categorically that Okwe is not controversial today. The matter of controversy has been taken over by Chinedu.
Nzazi.
In the first instance, you understand, Super Falcons did not win anything in Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth is not recognized. In football, fourth is not recognized.
If the Super Eagles finish fourth at the FIFA World Cup, will you recognize it or not?
First, second, and third, and they are the ones that have medals. You understand? So Super Falcons came fourth, and they didn't win anything. Okay, it's right. You understand? Then moreover, in terms of development and the transition, it is in female football that we see that, because a lot of players have transited from underage to Super Falcons, and it is very, very clear, so to say, contrary to what Chinedu was saying, because and then we use this, the test of the pussy is known in the teaching. You understand? So we use this to know the future of female football in Nigeria, the performance of our Falcons this season, because it will tell us where our female football is going, so to say. So that is what I know. And then lastly, I don't like that abridged football. Why is it called National League? Nigeria, as big as Nigeria, the country with the largest population in Africa, so to say, will be having abridged football, 12-12. When we travel, does it look to development? Now, if the wider National League will be problematic, what our league needs is sponsor. Market the league and get sponsor. And even each of the clubs is supposed to have sponsors, have marketing agents that will market the club and get sponsors. The club will have sponsors, and then the league itself should have sponsors. That will do a lot to develop our football. So I don't want to waste time. So let me just stop here.
Okay, thank you very much for your take. Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you guys.
Yes, your name and where you are calling from?
This is Ambassador Musa from Mission.
Ambassador Musbal. Welcome.
After what can you just relax? Please don't lose your temper, don't lose your talk concerning Nigerian professional league, or whether na IPF, whatever they call themselves. Look, I drop my support for any club in Nigeria because of what the NSA, whatever they call themselves. I have 3 best teams in Nigeria to do it. I spend my savings to go and watch them anywhere. Stationary stores, Abiola Bill, and Leverage United. These are the 3 clubs that I can never joke with. Choose all of them, NSA force them to disband. Force them for Abiola and Leverage to disband this country. I never support any club in Nigeria anymore. I just managed to support ICC now, but not as I cannot go and so much watch them, but I can just admire them. Because what some people they don't know nothing about football, nothing. They are killing football. They use nails, hammer and nail to nail football in this country. Look, Nigeria wants us under 17. No good marketers to promote to sell this to sell to the world. I think so. You won the under 17 World Cup. Tournaments they made. They just go there, side and select. Look, they're not nothing about football at all. They just don't keep up. They should ban football in Nigeria for 3 years.
Okay, they should ban football in Nigeria for 3 years. I don't think that solves the problem. Well, we have to go for a commercial break, and we'll be back after the short commercial break to give you more. And when we come back, we'll take more calls and we will focus on European scenes when it comes to the world of sport. Sport Cruise. We'll be back after this commercial break. Yes, we are back. Yes, from that commercial break. It's still Sport Cruise live on mainland 98.3 FM. We've talked about the Falconet. We've also talked about the MPFL, considering an abridged league of 24 teams and 12 in 12 a league of 12 groups each. Right there, but we are still taking more reactions and we are taking more messages. 0913 600 0410. While we take more reactions from that, let's also give some updates in the world of transfers as we speak. Emerick Aubameyang deal. There is meeting in the next hour. That meeting should have been concluded right now. So before the end of today, we should be getting, or maybe later this evening or tomorrow morning, we should be getting an update on that. Chelsea are yet to put in a formal bid, but they had a meeting was scheduled for Sunday, which did not hold. So that meeting was later scheduled for today, and the meeting I believe is currently being held as we speak. And the meeting is just to have between Chelsea and the Aubameyang camp to have talks about the personal terms. So once the personal terms have been agreed with Emerick Aubameyang, then Chelsea will proceed to putting forward a bid to FC Barca. But let me ask you guys, maybe in 1 minute, what does Aubameyang add to this Chelsea side? What does he add to this Chelsea side? Who wants to go?
Okay, I can go.
I don't understand. Why is everybody moving?
Okay, Ola wants to go.
Let me go. Aubameyang is going to add goals to Chelsea side. With
if Lukaku could not add goals to this Chelsea side, I mean, what makes Aubameyang different?
I think the difference between Aubameyang and Lukaku is Aubameyang is the type of player that plays that comes more, cause a kind of overload in the midfield. He comes more for the ball. He's the type of player that use the ball.
More mobile.
Well. Yes, more mobile than Lukaku. He can go for the ball and he can also come to the midfield.
He can also operate from the wings.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between them. Looking at the stats that we saw since Tuchel has come up as the coach of Chelsea, Chelsea have created the
79 goals.
Chelsea have created the highest number of chances in EPL, and they are not scoring goals. How come? Okay. How come are they creating chances when they are not scoring goals? So that what Chelsea really did now is a proven goal scorer.
A proven goal scorer. So Aubameyang is that nail on the coffin.
Is that nail on the coffin?
When they got Lukaku at the start of last season, we said the same thing.
It was the hammer in the
Lukaku. Yes, we expected much from Lukaku, but we saw in a kind of play that Lukaku cannot play in a kind of team whereby you dominate so much. Lukaku play more like in a team whereby you play kind of counter attack. He
likes to break away.
Just break away. Be the main man. Just give me the ball and let him score the goal.
Okay.
He's not that person that calls the overload that comes.
So for you,
midfielders in the midfield.
So for you, Aubameyang a better deal, and we enjoy a better time. Chelsea fans will enjoy him more than what he got from Lukaku.
Yes, I think Aubameyang be a better deal. He's mobile. He can use the ball very well in scoring.
And you don't have to pay outrageously to get Emerick Aubameyang.
Even the bid,
33.
I think Chelsea are going for about 22 million pounds for Aubameyang. Even if 22 million pounds is too much for me.
Okay,
I think it's too much.
Okay, well, let's talk about the club whose their future is in doubt, because Sir Jim Ratcliffe has been reported to be interested in buying Manchester United if the club is up for sale. United have declined to comment about the rumors and speculations, but even if you look behind you, you see Manchester United future in doubt. So it's not just the future of the players, it's not the future of Manchester United returning to their old glory. Even the future of the club as a whole in doubt as we speak. Well, he's one of Britain's richest men, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I was interested in getting Chelsea.
He owns the most successful cycling franchise in the world.
Yes, that's the
Unions.
Yes, the Union. So
the yellow jersey.
So for Manchester United, Ratcliffe, United have not come out to say they want to sell, but Ratcliffe is just desperate to get in a Premier League club. He just wants to buy a Premier League club.
Recall that his name came up when the issue with Chelsea was coming
up as well. Yes, he wanted to get Chelsea 4.5
billion pounds. We heard that his bid came in late, and that was why it wasn't considered. So, for a club like Manchester United, there's a lot of pressure building everything on the Glazers family, and then we heard rumors that they want to sell a little percentage from the share. So that's what Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to key into, with the hope that they would eventually want to sell the entire club, because that's exactly what Manchester United fans want. They don't even want part of the ownership seated. They want the Glazers out of the club, because last week Saturday we would have had the privilege of breaking down, dissecting everything about Manchester United. Unfortunately, we had to do all of the beautiful. By the way, we need to tell the people that they can now watch us live on all our social media platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram. Every of our platform, and Instagram. You can see the madness in quotes.
You want to see Triple O? You want to see
in the studio? Search for us on YouTube, on Facebook, mainland 98.3. Certainly see what we do right there in the studio. So for Manchester United, I think it would be best for them to sell. I think the Glazers have made enough money.
It's time for them to sell.
People that have passion should come
in the same breath. This one will delight a lot of Manchester United fans. Crystal Palace have been in contact with Manchester United over the potential deal that could see Aaron Wan-Bissaka return to Selhurst Park.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka returning to the Palace. 0913-600-0410. The number to call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from now.
Let's have your take. 1 minute, Innocent.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Triple, good evening.
Welcome.
Everybody in the studio.
Yes, welcome on board.
Let me say congratulations to the Super Falconets. It's a good job.
You've dashed them that super.
Yeah, Super Falconets. As tagged by I've forgotten his name in the studio. Opeyemi. So it's good one from the coaches, good one from the players, and also talking about Manchester United. Well, they are a bunch of confused people. Bunch of confused people. I'm a Manchester United fan since '99, so I've enjoyed the glory days, and I'm going through trenches now.
The bitter days, eh?
I know we're going through trenches now, but we'll get back. We'll come back on our feet. And talking about Nigeria, Super Eagles, and NFF, I'm telling you, they are confused as Manchester United themselves.
Probably they should sell the Super Eagles
like Manchester United, like Super Eagles. I'm telling you, anything in Nigeria that has the first letter N, man, go and check. It's trouble.
Okay.
And is it the Nigerian Bar Association? Is it the
Baba, before you dash everybody finish, we have to let you go. Hello, good evening.
Hello, what is?
Hello. Your name?
Hello, Joyce.
Oh, Joy, welcome on board. The Manchester United fan.
No, I'm not though.
I
want to talk about the Super. I'm a Liverpool fan. I want to talk about this
Falconets.
The Falconets. Yes, I don't like the analysis that about what this day was talking. So they won their three groups. They won the group stage back.
Yes, in a very tough group. Very tough group.
So it's just appreciate them, even if we know the factors that surrounding football, but at least they want to be.
They've done well. Praise them.
Yeah, and the NPFL, I'm in support of it. I don't want them to come. If they start this league and they start travel, I just we heard the news that one of them is kidnapped because of insecurity and Nigeria economy.
So you support our bridge league?
Yeah, I go with the league. I'm for Manchester United. I think this give Eric Ten Hag time, like 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Joy. Hello, good evening. Yes, your name and where you are calling from?
I'm David from Egbeda.
David from Egbeda. Let's have your take.
Hello?
Hello, David. I can hear you. Go on with your contribution. Okay, I think David is being faced with Goliath in there. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Martin Sibani. I'm calling from Maryland.
Okay, you got 30 seconds. Let's have your take.
Okay. Yeah, all right. This is for Man U. This is my own opinion. I'm a Barcelona fan, but this is my own opinion. I don't see Man U. Please, I want to ask you a question. You see, this is the Jonas family. They bought this club. So the Alex Ferguson was still the coach at that time. Yes, but did they make progress now? Man U make progress now. So why is it that it's now that it's not their problem? All this buying and selling all this, I can see success with this and little things.
Okay, I have to let you go now. Apologies, time is no longer on our side. I have to let you go. I can't take any more calls. I see messages also here. I can't take any more messages. I can't take any more. I see Okay, I see Rahim. I see your message. But we're back. Yes, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 6:30 a.m. for sport update and sport cruise, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. My name remains Olatunji Olajide Olani, otherwise known as Triple O. Until we come back tomorrow, stay tuned to Mainland 98.3 FM for more exciting radio content.